everyone, welcome to In Response. My name is Ross. Tonight we're going to get into a little bit of the new set, have some fun, building some decks, a little brew cube going on. So let's see what we can come up with. We'll dive right in here. Figure out what colors we want to run here. We got some new sets going on. Maybe we can figure out what we want to do here as far as decks go. We have Grixis, we have Sultai, Simic. I don't know, it's such a hard pick. Let's kind of go through some of the colors. I definitely think, with Crassus being a thing, that we should definitely explore that option. So let's go multicolored, not collected. I've seen a lot of new decks out that everybody's been trying. A deck that I was really fond of. Jim Davis had a nice brew that I liked of Jund. I believe it was Jund. It was either Jund or Abzan. I have to double check on that, but I definitely liked the deck he brought. I was definitely into the Esper mid-range decks. Were nice. I noticed that there was not a lot of aggro in the format, for at least for the first standard event, which I thought was interesting. I was really surprised that there was not too much aggro. I really thought the aggro decks would have taken over the format, especially being the first one. Typically, the aggro decks tend to, dominate the first standard events after a new set, but surprisingly it did not. So, alright, let's see here. We have a couple of cards here. Where are you? So, Prime Speaker was a card that I thought I would have saw a lot more of in the opening standard weekend. Surprisingly, it did not have a huge impact. Really thought people were going to try different things, but I don't think they had enough time, I think, to play with it, to feel comfortable with the deck ideas behind it. So I think that card will probably become stronger as the standard meta evolves. So we'll see how that plays into it. But Crassus seemed to be a card that everybody was interested in. So let's go ahead and snag 2 copies of Crassus. Let's see. So that's blue-green. Now what other colors do we want to splash? So we have blue, green. Won't draw that. That's interesting. That is interesting. Kind of forgot about Moldralta for the most part. Well, let's add lands while we're here. So there's that. Definitely want those. Wait a minute here. I haven't picked the third color yet. I'm picking the wrong ones. So we need 3 more breeding pools. So let's go open some packs. See, got some guilds. So this was from my season 1 winnings. Ritual Soot. Okay. Fine Finality. Nice. So let's crack the chest here. Nice. Claim my prizes. Let's see, how many are we away? We're a couple away. So, store. So, new set. Let's buy a couple. Alright. See what we open up here. The Biomancer. Alright. Classic Guild Pact. Absolution. Not a bad card. Be interesting to see if somebody can make something like that work. It's an expensive card, but you know, people find a way to play Immortal Sun and stuff like that, so I'm sure. Oh, never saw this guy. When it enters the battlefield, choose up to 1. It fights a target creature you control or destroy target land with an activated ability that isn't a mana ability. That's interesting. Okay. No Mortifies yet. Another Ether. Rampaging Clans. Okay. So, back. Down to the deck. Alright, so we were looking at the lands. Where are you? Blue green. Blue green. Did I miss it? There's woodland. Looking for breeding pool. Spent like right in the beginning. Oh, yeah, there it is. And okay, now take off the lands. Go back. Alright. So basically we have blue green. We got to pick a third color. So what color seems to work? Well, let's see what we have in white, because that allows us to play like Teferi. Also allows us to play trying to think of what other multicolored cards would be good in blue, green, white. So we have access to Detention, Dovin, Absorb, Counterspell. We have Binding available. Got Teferi. Let's see here. No blue, black. No blue, red. No black, green. No red. No white, red. Okay, so we have white-green. We have access to white-green. So we have mana fixing available. We have cards like Knight of Autumn, which would be good for good mid-range matchups. Let's try that. We have access to Tristani, Growth Spiral, what else do we have here? Mistbinder, Climb. We have Kumena. We also have the counter card, a 3/2 flash counter target spell. Incubation seems pretty good with the exile effect, which also seems pretty good. I mean, granted, it gives them a 3/3 green frog creature token, but you know, just think about some of the cards like Doom Whisperer, some of the bigger threats. I would gladly trade a 3/3 and exile their card. Let's see what else we have. Prime Speaker. Arcades in white. Sure here. Maybe white is not the way to go. I mean, we do have access to certain things in white, such as like Carnage, Tyrant, Vivian. So I think we definitely want Vivian in here. Carnage, Tyrant. Let's see here. Do we want removal, such as that? So this is only for creatures. Binding is, I mean, it's good for creatures, but maybe we want something else. We can obviously put like the Explore packages in, which is probably better in this deck. I think having like the Wild Growth Walker package with the Explore triggers is probably good for the meta. So let's see here. Wonder where it is. Okay. Merfolk. Let's walk over. There it is. And then Jade Light. Thorn Lieutenant. Huh. There we go. Huh. Well, no, this seems okay at best. I feel like we're kind of off theme here. Let's see what we have to offer in white, which is the whole reason for us splashing this color. So we're going to play white, something besides Teferi. I would imagine we'd want to play some kind of board wipe. We could play cards like Seal Away. Tithe Taker. We could do Settle the Wreckage. Shall I? I think with all the enchantments and stuff, Cleansing Nova's pretty good here. I'm not sure that the white is the way to go. I don't know. I mean, as good as Teferi is, I don't think white goes well with the blue-green synergies. I'm like trying to think. I almost feel like black. I think black would be better in this. So let's see what happens if we take out the splash for white. And right now we have 22, 25, 28. 23. So we have basically 9 spots open. So let's take out white, put in black. Let's see what we can do here. I mean, Dive Down's a good card, but I don't think we want to be, protecting these creatures in that sense. We could play cards like Charter Course for draw power, but we have like Hydroid Crassus. We could play cards like Spell Pierce for early game interaction, stop them from killing our stuff. Basically, playing one turn behind to turn into a mid-range control deck. I don't think Search goes well in here. We don't have a lot of instant sorceries like a control deck would. Let's see. We could add like Chemist's Insight for extra draw. We could do a card like Murmuring Mystic, but we don't have enough instant sorceries for that, so I think I don't really see anything that's standing out in the blue. I mean, this card is pretty good. Definitely slows down the battlefield, especially against aggro decks. The good chump blockers. Tezzeret's not bad. We don't have a lot of artifacts. I mean, we could run like a Karn package with Tezzeret. We could also play like Dream Eater. We could also put cards like Carney and stuff in the sideboard. open up a few more slots. So maybe let's try that. And let's see, next is the Fate. As a whole, we have Syncopate. Alright, now we're into the black. Let's see what's worth splashing black for. We have cards like Cast Down, Freebooter to interact with the hand. We could play Moment of Craving for some life gain. Some early creature destruction against aggro. Let's try that. Let's see. We have cards of Gold Demise. We have Ritual of Soot. Vraska's Contempt also. The Eldest Reborn is another good one. Chupacabra. Okay. I think we go. It's more of like a mid-range. Let's see here. We do have Vraska's Contempt as a way to get rid of Planeswalkers. We have Artifact Enchantment and Flying Creature Removal. Definitely think we could use some more Planeswalker removal. Let's see here. Beast Whisperer for draw. We could play Ooze. Let's see, blue black. So we have that. Thought Eraser probably isn't a bad card. We also have Thief of Sanity, which looks like a pretty good card here. So maybe drop a Chemisters. We can move one Vraska to the sideboard. One moment. Drop a Growth Spiral. Can probably put one Crassus there. Go with 3 Thought Erasers, 2 Specters. We could also have a card like Hostage Taker. Um, let's see here. Here's some more cards that we have. We have Fine Finality, which I think ultimately, as a board wipe, is pretty good. It has, dual purpose, so maybe we pop in like 2 of those, and maybe go down. Let's see here. One of those there. Do we want Vivian in the main deck? Maybe we start off with Vivian in the sideboard. Let's see here. What other cards look good here? We have Vraska. Zoni. We have Relic Seeker. Green, black, green, blue. Let's see here. Huh. Okay. Maybe we put one more card back in here. What card would that be? One more Crassus back in. And then now we can fill out the sideboard. Let's see, we can do, what would be some good sideboard cards? We can do, let's see. Okay, we have choose a card name. We could probably have Ego in the sideboard. Wrath. Let's see, we could go. What are some other cards that would help us here? We could go Nullhide. Something that interacts with cards. Like, what can we do? Like with Crassus, maybe we could play like a counter sideboard. That sounds like a good plan. Maybe go with some kind of counter spell game plans with the sideboard. Like we could go Duress. That's control. We can go. Let's see here. Alright, let's see what we have as far as counters go. We have Dive Down, we have Opt, we have Spell Pierce, Charter Cores, we have Essence Scatter, we have Disdainful Stroke, which I think will come in handy. Maybe Sinister Sabotage would be another one. Gate. Let's see here. Sinister. There we go. Alright, so we can bounce, bounce. Alright, let's try this. Alright. Let's try it out. Let's get some action going here. We're going to play alright, let's see what we get here, guys. Little brew action here. If you guys are trying to communicate, apologize. We're down to one monitor, so we're playing on one screen. No way to see what the chat box is going on about. I'll do my best to follow on Facebook. For those of you who are on watching on Facebook, let me see if I can actually follow on Twitch. Maybe that might help. There we go. Alright, so there we go. I got the chat box open on Twitch. We'll check it out. So you know what? I knew I forgot something. Forgot to deal with the lands. Kind of need black mana to cast black spells. So let's go back to the deck. Let's put the correct cards in here. Alright. Oh. Now let's go through here. Okay, so 2. Alright. Alright, now we're good. Let's try this again. Alright. So used to the auto lanes, putting lanes in it, that I kind of forgot about that. But we'll try it out and see what happens here. Boo Sparks. What a name. Okay, seems reasonable enough. Hopefully get a nice draw Wildcat Walker. That'd be pretty cool. Alright, another turn 2 play. So far we see red, white, library. Yeah. Got the Crassus on top. Now he knows about it. So we want to turn 3. See, white. Well, if this was turn 3 and he had 3 mana up, I probably would have held back for Clarion, just in case, and played it main phase 2. Let's see, this is Haste Mentor. Prevent all non-combat damage that would be dealt. Okay, so I mean, we're gonna attack. Wants to trade, he wants to trade. No trade. So I think right now we just hold up Vraska's Contempt and end the turn. We can interact with him. Because now next turn he can pump it and give it first strike. So take 3 here. See if he has a. Well. Okay. I don't think you realize that Indestructible doesn't stop exile effects. So that was an easy win. Basically given to us. Get a little 1,000 gold for that. So far the brew's working. I would love to see if anybody's interested in, you know, any kind of swapping. So, but I definitely think some lists that I think are going to be something to look for coming up for the next standard event would be some type of Angels build. Also, I think Sultai midrange is going to be a mainstay. And I definitely think that there are going to be 2 or 3 viable control decks, either in white, red, blue, red, blue, black, Grixis colors, Jeskai colors, and I definitely think there's going to be like a Jund mid-range deck that's going to be very viable. So it's interesting to see where this meta is going to go. Definitely interested in the different decks and the brews that people are going to come up with. I don't know if anybody got a chance to check out SCG Indianapolis, but there was a lot of good decks there, a lot of good players, and it was very fun to watch. It was probably the most entertaining standard meta that I've seen in a while. Alrighty. Saligia 420. Y'all know what he's doing with his spray time. Alright, so I think we dropped the Watery Grave and tapped. And then passed the turn. depending on if... Okay, so this is interesting. I think we get the Wild Growth Walker out, or turn ahead, and him having removal in those colors. Yeah. So it looks like he's some kind of ramp deck. Okay. So I can get rid of this guy. Okay. Let's attack. I don't think he's gonna block. I'd be shocked if he blocked. Okay. We'll drop this guy tapped. He's ramping up to something. I'm very interested to see what. I mean, I'm sure Crassus is a thing because he's sitting on 5 mana right now. So Crassus is definitely... Next. Let's see here. Don't think he's going to block unless he has something in hand. Now the question is, do I want a Chemist's Insight at the end of his turn, or do I want to... I mean, I guess either way, we can end the turn and see what he does. I mean, he's a long way from adapting this, so patience paid off here. Alright. So he's going to get a news token, which is fine. Oh, nice. That was... So now we can play... Drop another Branch Walker in. Sugar Bowls. Library. That's a good card to get in there. Yeah, I think I'm an all-out attack here. I'm willing to trade. Get rid of that ooze. Is he gonna chump? No? Okay. So next turn we can Chemist's Insight. Or we can drop Thief of Sanity. Let's see. This guy adds 2 mana. Wow, seems like an expensive mana dork, but okay. Let's get this guy out there. So 6-8 damage. I mean, I imagine he's gonna chump with something. Okay. I mean, I don't know if he's hoping to draw a Crassus because that's 2, 3, 7 mana. So we could drop it for 5, draw 2, gain 2. Which 7. Right now we have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Huh. We have a 5/5 flyer. How do we want to do this here? let's let him go. Make the first move here, and then we can play Chemisters on end step. Another one, okay. Another tax, okay. Okay. That seems really good. There we go. See if he's gonna trade a Crassus for a Wild Growth Walker. Wow, okay. That was an interesting move here. I mean, basically a fine finality. Can do some serious damage here. Hopefully get these Wild Growth Walkers up there. Okay. Cost 3. They got enough to put a counter on something. If they were smart, they'd wait to activate this ability until I go to attack, and then they could put it on whoever to increase the chances of their blockers. But we'll see what happens. Sometimes the 420 gets to them. Okay, so we decided to go with the Sharkdo Crab. Still left up. Oh no, he's only got 2 more. Okay. Let's see here. Alrighty. Got that down? Okay. And now next turn I definitely have lethal unless it's got a board wipe. So I had lethal this time. I could have attacked with everything and killed him, I believe. Let's see. 1, 2. Okay. See, I could play Crassus for 5. Okay. So I can either crash this or thought eraser. Let's see what he's got this in. Alright, so alright, let's see here. Alright, he's gonna create one. Resolve. 4. Resolve. 5. So if I any removal, I win. Okay, so I get Moment of Craving and All Out Attack next turn. He'll have 4, and I'll have 7. So let's game. Unless he can manage to put, he needs to put at least 3 creatures in play. No, he needs more than 1, 2, 3, 4. He's only got 1 flyer, which he'll block that. So this will hit for 2 no matter what. Then I got 5, and you have to match all 5. Okay. You can adapt to 5, 6, 7. He's only got 7 mana. I think it's a good game, buddy. No board wipe, you lose. I don't know if that was the best idea. He can make an ooze, I think. No? He needs 4. So I still don't understand what you were trying to do, dude. When you had 10. Okie dokie. So far, our random mid-range deck is doing pretty good. Alrighty. Who's watching out there? Immortals. Alrighty. A 5-land hand. Let's get a Watery Grave down tapped. Okay. Looks like we're playing a similar package. They're running alright. Let's get the Wild Growth Walker down. Let's grow this to be ginormous. We have plenty of land in hand, so we're going to be able to cast Finality on turn. I would love to get rid of that Beast Whisperer. First, let's make this Wild Growth Walker big. 4. And attack. No blocks. And their turn. More land. Boy, we got a lot of land. Next turn we'll drop the Watery Grave, it looks like. If we don't have a 4-drop. Getting some value there. Beast Whisperer whenever we play a creature. That wouldn't be a bad inclusion in this deck, I don't think. So I think we play this. We play this guy. Something besides the land. Sure. We'll library that. We'll play another one. And then definitely willing to trade a couple creatures here. You're going to chump block, okay. But they're going to feel all so bad when we drop this Finality. Done. Okay. Turn 5, play this bad boy. Wonder what they're gonna do now. I don't think they got much they can do. I mean, I guess they could throw their creatures out at me and we could trade. Let's Body Razor, see what he's got in their hand. Okay. Alright, so Chupa. I don't mind the Vraska here. I think the Eldest Reborn. Done. And I mean, I basically have 2 now. So Yeah, let's get them to use up their removal. So we'll attack. Let's see if they're gonna like double and triple block here. No, okay. Ravenous Chupacabra. Oh no, he's gonna contempt the. Alright. Yep. I'm hoping he just keeps playing everything out. Like it. Alright. Alright, so bring these guys back. Let's get the explorers going. Alright. Leave that on the library. And should see if he's willing to trade here. I'll take it. Okay. Get that damage in while we can. He still has a folly that he can use to get back something. I don't think he really has anything. I wonder if he's running Carnage Tyrant. Probably, now that he's played both of those, we will Finality next turn, get rid of everything. Try to dampen the card draw engine. Okay. Alright, back to square one, buddy. So he has some creatures he can deploy. There goes his Wild Growth Walker. Jesus Christ. Talk about land flooded. Jesus. 5 lands. And a contempt. It's down to 1 card. Chupacabra. Alrighty. Now if I get a board wipe, I think I win the game. So. Alright, let's see here. Let's do a card. Wow. How many lands can you possibly play? Jeez, Luis. Well, you could swing for 5, 8, 10, 13. Put me down to 6. Yeah. Another creature. Kill one, replace one. Alright. Man. I'm trying to think what would be a good card. Like an X card. Like right now we would have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Essentially 12 land. Man, like mass manipulation or something, I think would be good in this situation. Just gain control of all of his creatures and crack back and win. But that would suck to be him, because would I be able to get back 4, 8, so 4 creatures? I'd have been able to take all 4 of his creatures. He would have been able to exile 1. That would have been a nice little game changer. So, well, maybe next time. Maybe next time. Alright, let's see what we got going on here. No blue. We do have some Explorer triggers. I think we can keep this. We're not going to play Crassus right away anyways. So this might work out pretty well. Alright, so get this guy first. Drop the cemetery next with the girl. And then turn 3, Jade Light attack. See if he has a bolt. No, he chose to play a creature. Typically they would bolt that thing before it gets any bigger. But so they chose not to in this situation. And they didn't leave mana up, so he's realizing his mistake after that one. Oh, what's up, Andres? Alrighty. Believe it or not, Andres, we are 3-1 with this deck. And it's just something we like kind of threw together last minute, the little brew idea. The one that I'm really interested in doing is Jund in Abzan. I really want to do something with that for the next stream. So, you know, if you have any ideas, it'd be sweet if you come join us next time and we could all brew together and come up with something sweet. You know, I definitely think that there's some pretty powerful cards that we could do something with. And I'm thinking of something along the lines of how back when what was it, Hour of Devastation stuff was around, and you had like the Scarab God and what was it, the Glory Bringers stuff, like something mid-rangey. And then before that they had like the Tireless Tracker, which ended up getting converted to which one was the energy one? The Grixis energy deck. But I want to do something like that, some kind of mid-rangey. That's like my favorite style of deck, I guess, would be the best way to put it. Let's drop this in tapped. We go either way with. Yeah, let's thought eraser. I want to know what he's doing here. Oh, loaded. I think we take the Carney here. We leave the land on top. I think we put that to the graveyard. Alrighty. So let's play Thief of Sanity. He used it on that, so now we don't have to worry about too much. We can drop. Oh, we got another one. Never punished. I think we pay the 2 life here. And then we can leave open the Moment of Craving for this turn. Vivian Reed. Resolve.
Every fight makes me strong. I've seen things that would break someone like you.
So I think next turn we put Thief of Sanity in play, and if she ticks down, she basically decided to sacrifice Vivian to kill the Thief of Sanity. So nice.
Now we're getting started.
Okay, so he chose to keep the Wild Growth Walker around. Gonna try to beef it up with Seeker's Wire. Oh, off the top. Okay, that's a nice draw.
No one knows the wilds like I do.
Okay, it's gonna get doubly big here. Need to find a removal spell for that thing. Nice. It's gonna get bad here fast if I don't draw something.
Balance comes.
Another one. That's interesting. interesting. So next turn I can 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Crassus for 8. He's going to be able to kill it with Vivian, but I'll gain life and draw cards. So, seems like drawing 4 cards right about now is a pretty good thing. Oh boy. Yep. I need to find finality off the top if I have any chance of winning this game. Uh, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 7. All right. 7. Okay, now probably gonna use the Vivian because she's got no flying, so this is definitely gonna tick down. Oh, nope, just gonna use the Chupacabra. Yep. It'd be so nice to have a dive down right about now.
The wilds are my shield.
Oh, is that a Carney? Oh boy. And a Crassus. Yep. It's all getting bad now. They got all their top end cards and we're not. Oh, yes. Got him. Okay, so basically, next turn everything's going to die except for his 2 Wild Growth Walkers. And I could put Define Finality on my Jade Light Ranger and I'll have 2 creatures left. He'll have 2 creatures left. He chose to go with the Crassus, surprisingly. Okay. How did we king down with the Carney? What?
You're not walking out of here.
That's a good game, bud. Let's see, he got 24. He's attacking for 7, 14, 19, 23, 29. Take 7, 12. Did I miss a block somewhere? Clearly I did. I did math wrong somewhere in there. Alright. Alright, so let's try the Judith aggro deck. So I don't know if you guys have noticed, but this was a aggro deck that was highly talked about. So we're gonna give it a try. I have not played it yet. We'll see how it performs. Best of one. Red Coast Aggro. Rocking the Judith. Everybody was all high and mighty on this Judith card, so we'll see how that goes. Alright, let's see here. Got the 1 drop, 2 drop, 3 drop. I think we can pull this off. Alright, so let's keep. So with the spectacle ability, we go turn 1, turn 2, turn 3. They're playing aggro. Alright, let's see. Not gonna want to trade? Okay. So, next turn I have 3 land. Alright, he's going straight to the face. Getting in for 2. Okay, so next turn I could play land Wizard's Lightning, and then the following turn I could play land, discard my hand, and draw 3 cards. So we'll get rid of his creature. Alright. Alright. So next turn we can hopefully attack. Getting mana screwed over there. Coming in for 4. So Got 'em, boys. Little aggro action there. How do you like them apples? Yeah, buddy. I'm liking it, I'm liking it, I'm liking it. Alright, let's see here. Alright, we got time for one more, so let's keep on rolling. Alrighty. I don't know if I like this one. I have to mulligan this bad boy. Alright, that seems like a better... Alright, let's see here. So basically we'll play Summit. Then Vicino, play land, and hopefully we draw into something. Did not like my guy being there. Not that I could block it, but okay. He just felt the need. So, and I can always use the Carnival next turn to get rid of this flying guy from doing damage. So we'll see what happens. So he's attacking. 2 mana open, Charter Cores. Alright, so let's attack. See what he does. I think we hold up next turn for that. So we'll see what happens here. We have a burn spell if we need it. We could use the Carnival side of this. Ideally, I would like to use the Carnage side of that card. Just to, you know, empty his hand out a little bit. Seems like he's mana flooded. Hopefully we get rid of something. Or mana screwed, rather. So... Alright, buddy, what you gonna do? Got a 2-drop? Can't tell me you get any land off that Charter Course. Hold 7 cards in hand on 1 land? Jeez, that's a tough break, man. Wind Striker. Okay, so first we're going to start off playing the land. So let's see, we're going to do 3 damage. We can discard 2 cards. Okay. So next turn, we can kind of slow play this a little bit. I think we play this. Okay. Next turn we'll just play this guy. Another one of those guys, okay. Got 3 land. I'm not sure exactly what this deck is designed to do, but okay. So the Theater of Horrors is online, working pretty well. You know, it seems pretty easy to, you know, deal damage to an opponent with this style of deck. You know, and the ability that you could trigger its ability in itself just by dealing A damage to a target opponent or planeswalker, which is nice. They keep on attacking me for 1. Never gonna get anywhere, but we're gonna. Another land, come on. Shaka. Alright, let's attack. I mean, I hope he realizes if he doesn't, it's going to trigger this, and that thing's going to kill that anyways. Okie dokie. Alright, now let's see what he's gonna do. It's basically, next turn I get him for 3. Because I could ping him for 1 here, use the shock, and then I could still attack. So I'm not sure what his plan is. I don't know. I don't think he can really attack. Because if I draw any other burn spell, okay, he's going to gain control of my creature. That's fine. That's a gutsy play, being all tapped out. Oh. Dude. And it has haste. He took a risk and it did not pay off. Basically, I could have hit him with all of that and played this for the spectacle cost if I wanted. And drew 3 more cards, reloaded my hand. It was just all bad. Alright, so let's see what we got. Sprouting Renewal. and a pack of Allegiance. Nice. Alright, let's see what we open up here. Give me something good. Oh, we got a uncommon. Nice. That was a good one. I got the Hellkite. Another good card for that Grixis mid-range deck that I'm looking to build. The right trigger is just so good. It's so flexible for so many different points of the game. Alright. Okay, everyone. Well, we appreciate everyone coming out tonight. And as always, this is In Response. We'll see you guys next week. Same time, same channel. Every Thursday from 7 to 9. Again, if you have any comments, feedback, leave it below. And until next time, we'll see you guys next week.
Just from my food.